I'm walking niggas down with that 4 pound when they go down. That Pakistan chopper knock his forehead to the low ground. Daily when I'm birth, blood spreading through the top.
What up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. Welcome back to another installment of Retired from the Streets TV. Keep them nervous, keep the change. This is God's promise, man. I swear it is, because everything that I'm doing right now, anything that's happening on behalf of me, even though I should look, I got heli videos. I told you I gotta edit them, man. I ain't been having time, bro, and I don't want to say I don't have time for y'all, but I'm gonna bombard them and just flood them with some stuff. But I'm just trying to make shit right for everything that's coming up, man. And I'm gracious at this time of year. I'm full of gratitude, and it brings up the topic of this episode. We talking about like that showing love and then the return that comes with it. Like this year, I didn't get the kids nothing. I gave my daughter 100 ones, and I bought her an air rifle so she can start practicing her shooting, right? And all that. However, that's it. But I told them I'm not getting y'all nothing this year. What I'm gonna get y'all is a promise that whatever concept or idea y'all come up with that's going to generate some income from y'all, I'm going to invest in it, right? So being a homie talking on the phone, I told him that's what I did, because he was telling me, man, I couldn't get the PS such and such, and I said, bro, I don't do all that, because I buy stuff and 3 weeks later it ain't been played with, none of that. So I ain't doing that no more, right? Boom. You start talking about humility and why the kids need to learn how to really embrace the season and give before you receive, right? And then we started talking about how back in the day, dudes used to look out for each other, show love. And I'm like, but you gotta think, that becomes a crutch, right? Not only does it becomes a crutch, you got dudes that when you're getting money, and when you one of the dudes that's the central part of the money operation, whether you working a job and nobody else got a job, and at the job you selling dinners, so you making money Fisto, you know what I mean? You getting your check and you getting some money from the people that work there. I know people that's doing that make enough money to where they the breadwinner for their whole family. So it was times when I was in those situations, right? Where I was the one who was hustling, coming home from work. All the homies was, most of the homies was unemployed, or they wasn't making enough money to really do what they wanted to do on the social level, right? I'm saying all this to say, it was during those times where a dude would be like, man, why don't you put your mans on? And my thing is, part of putting my mans on is making sure he got the mental faculty to keep this bag going, right? So, like they said, a fool with his money will soon part ways. If you don't know what you're doing when I get this to you, and I don't care what it is, if I put you in a position to work this job, and you don't got people skills, you don't know how to watch your mouth, you don't like authority, you're gonna get fired, right? You don't show up on time. So my thing was always, if I give you somewhere to come, somewhere to lay your head, somewhere to take a nap, whether it's after work and I just got a drink for you and something rolled up for you and we got some leftovers, that's somewhere you can come and get your mind right so you can focus on what you gotta do. To me, that's more important than putting something in somebody's hand, whether it's money, a job, or if you out here in the streets, a bag. To me, if somebody give me somewhere to find some solace, some peace of mind, somewhere to meditate and to center myself so that I can formulate my plan, whether it's like, bro, I need to pull up somewhere where it's quiet and get on my laptop and work some ideas out. All right, bro, pull up, man. Me and the wife cooking and the kids running around, and I'm just looking around like, man, I want a family, right? I want this. I like what dude got. I ain't got no kids. You know, whatever my scenario is at the time, because I've been there. I done had homies, families. They've been had families since high school, and I started late. I'm 46. My daughter is 10. So and that's my only child. So you got to think. It's been times over the years. Most of my friends that I grew up with got grown kids now who got kids. So it's gonna get a little noise. I'm getting on the freeway, right? But my thing was coming over their house and seeing dinner. They praying over the food, right? The music playing, the kids in the room. Uncle Ken, you know what I'm saying? Coming out like that. It was like, man, I can't wait to have this. Some normalcy. Somewhere I can find my peace of mind at. So I think that the bigger thing for me during the holiday season is always remembering that peace of mind that comes from being around those that you really, really love and can trust. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have people that say it, But the ones that show it, and it ain't about what they can always do for you monetarily or physically. It's about giving me a peace of mind. If I can find that peace of mind around you, if I can be around you and be at peace, whether we running our mouth or just quiet, that's a bond that I cherish forever. I don't care what you put in my hand. I don't care what you pouring in my cup. None of that other stuff. I can do that for myself. So I think about the invaluable part of the camaraderie aspect of seasonal, holidays and whatnot. Because I'm not a real big holiday person. Because I don't get into the commercialism part of it. So that's what sparked this conversation me and bro had about giving the kids whatever they want and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, bro, I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up getting whatever I wanted, and I understood that. I grew up looking forward to a Goodfella box. You understand what I'm saying? Even though my peoples was okay, my mama, it was times when things was tight, so I wasn't no spoiled kid. I understood I couldn't get the $100 pair of shoes. So she used to be like, look, if I'm gonna spend $100, you're gonna get 2 pair of shoes, bro. And I'm like, man, I understand now. So now I carry that over my life. So most of my shoes, I got some shoes that cost, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't spend more than, on average, $60 to $100 on a pair of shoes. That's it. That's it. If you see me with some shoes on, I don't care how sweet they look, I found me a deal somewhere. I'm like that. I'm frugal. I be buying lenses and equipment and stuff with my money. You understand me? I'm rambling at this point, but I love y'all, man. It's just about like, come on, bro. Blinker, come on. You gonna kill me? He tripping on Davidson. Anyway, man, I love y'all, man. Happy holidays to everybody that's celebrating holiday. Those who celebrating Kwanzaa, happy first day of Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. Happy New Year's. Man, many blessings. There's a lot going on out here in these cold Detroit streets, as well as other parts of the world. I love y'all. I want y'all to be safe, not only physically, but in your mind. Protect y'all energy. Don't let nobody get y'all to buy into these seasonal events and holidays and spend y'all bag, man. That's what it's set up to do. If anything, invest in y'all kids' future. I told the kids, whatever y'all want to do, I'm investing. That's y'all gift. Now, it's up to you. The ball is in y'all court. Y'all better put y'all heads together and figure it out. Love y'all. I'm out. 1, 2, 3. Aye!